Assalamu alaikum student, mathematics 4024. Welcome to Math Guru. Student, this is a question on coordinate geometry from exercise 6b. The book is D3 and this is question number 8. The question is already solved. So let's just look at the solution of this question. As you know that exercise 6b is all about distance formula. So we will be applying distance formula in this question and we will also be using the identity. So let's just read out the question first. The question says the distance between the points 1, 2t and 1 minus t comma 1 is square root 11 minus 90. Find the possible values of t. The question is giving us two coordinates. The first one is 1 comma 2t. So since this is my first coordinate, so I will label it as x1 and y1. The first value belongs to x, so this will be x1. The second value belongs to y, so this will be y1. And this is my second coordinate. The first value is 1 minus t, so this is the value of x2, and the second value belongs to y, that is 1, so this is the value of y2. And the distance is given to us, that is square root of 11 minus 90. So we have the distance, we have the two coordinates, we have to find the possible values of t. Means we have to find the values of t and there will be more than one value. That's why the question is using this language, the possible values of t. So since distance is given to us, so we will be using the distance formula. The distance formula is square root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. This is the distance formula. You can also write y2 minus y1 whole square first and x2 minus x1 whole square in the end. It doesn't matter because both the terms are being added. So since the first value in an ordered pair belongs to x, so we always write x2 minus x1 whole square first plus y2 minus y1 whole square in the second. So we know the values of x1, x2, y1 and y2. The distance is also given to us, so let's just plug in the values. Distance is equals to square root 11 minus 90, so this is the value of distance, equals to square root. What is the value of x2? First comes x2, so the value of x2 is 1 minus t, so I just wrote 1 minus t. Then comes the negative sign of the formula. This is the negative sign of the formula, so I'm just writing minus, and then I have to check the value of x1. The x1 value is 1, so I will just write 1 bracket close square, and then plus y2 minus y1. What is the value of y2? The value of y2 is 1, so I just wrote 1 minus, so what is the value of y1? The y1 is positive 2t, so I will just wrote plus 2t. This is the negative sign of the formula, so 1 minus 2t whole square. Since square root is on both the sides, the right hand side and the left hand side, so it will get cancelled out. Square root and square root will get cancelled out, so the remaining will be 11 minus 90 on this side equals to, this one is positive and this one is negative, so they both will get cancelled out. So this will be minus t only remaining in the bracket, so minus t bracket close square plus 1 minus 2t bracket close square. So this is the term which we are copying, and after cancelling 1, the only remaining thing is minus t, so this is minus t whole square. 11 minus 90 will be as it is, equals to minus t whole square, means minus t multiplied by minus t, that will be positive t square. So minus t whole square is positive t square plus 1 minus 2t whole square. This is identity, a minus b whole square. So I will just use the identity. What is that identity? A minus b whole square is equals to square of the first term, a minus b whole square. This is the identity which I will be using over here. And in order to open this identity, I have to square my first term. So I will just take my first term and write a square on it, just like this, and then I will use this sign. What is this sign? This is negative sign, so I will just write, and then I will write 2 and bracket open. I will write my first term in the bracket and close it, and then I will open a bracket, and then I will write the second term and then close the bracket. This is the middle term of the identity. Then comes the positive sign always, and in the last, the square of the second term. I will write my second term and just put a square on it. This is the method of opening this identity. So now I have 1 minus 2t whole square. The value of a is 1 and the value of b is 2t. So now I will just apply this identity. This is the positive sign as it is. First, I have to take my first term and square it. My first term is 1, so I will just square it. Then comes the negative sign. Then comes 2, bracket open, first term. My first term is 1. And then bracket open the second term. My second term is 2t. Don't put a negative sign over here because I have used this negative sign over here. So bracket close plus, and then in the last square of the second term, what is my second term? My second term is 2t. So I will just write 2t whole square. This is the method of opening the identity. Square of the first term, then use the sign of the middle, and then write 2. For in first bracket, write the first term. In second bracket, write the second term. Bracket close. Then a positive sign, and then the square of the second term. This negative sign will automatically come over here. You will not write negative sign with 2t over here and here. This negative sign is now over here, so it will be catered automatically. So now just simplify it. 11 minus 90 as it is equals to t square plus 1 square means 1 multiplied by 1, so this is 1, minus sign as it is. 2 multiplied by 1 is 2, and 2 multiplied by 2t is 4t, so this is 4t, plus sign as it is. What will be the square of 2t? 2t square. 2 square is 4 and t square is t square, so this will be 4t square. Now I will arrange all my terms. This t square, 1t square plus 4t square will give me 5t square. This is minus 40, this is minus 40 over here, and now I will shift this minus 90 over this side, so it will become positive. So plus 90, then this plus 1 will stay over here, and now I will shift this positive 11 on this side, so this will become minus 11 equals to 0. This t square, this and 4t square will become 5t square. This is minus 40, this is minus 40. Now I will shift this minus 90 over on this side, so it will become positive 90. Plus 1 will be here. Plus 1 को shift नहीं किया, plus 1 इधर ही रहा. And then I will shift this positive 11 on this side, so it will become minus 11 equals to 0. 5t square minus 40 plus 90 will give me plus 5t, and plus 1 minus 11 will give me minus 10 equals to 0. Now this is a quadratic equation, so I will use factorization method or the middle term breaking method in order to find the value of t. So what are the two factors? First, I have to multiply the corners. The corner is 10 and 5. So 10 multiplied by 5 is minus 50 t square. And what is the middle term? The middle term is plus 5t. So the factors of 50 are 10 multiplied by 5. And the sign belongs to the greater. The middle term sign belongs to the greater number. So plus 10t minus 5t are my two factors. 5t square, the first term is as it is. Then comes the first factor plus 10t. Then comes the second factor minus 5t, and then the third term minus 10 will be as it is equals to 0. Now I will pair them up. I will pair the first two and take common, and will pair the last two and take common. What can be taken as common from the first two? 5t. I can take 5t as common. So inside the bracket this will be t plus 2, and then from these two terms I can take minus 5 as common. So after taking minus 5 as common, the bracket will again be t plus 2 equals to 0. Both the brackets are now same. This means I have applied the middle term breaking method correctly. So now I will take t plus 2 as common, and will write the other two terms in the bracket as well. So this will be 5t minus 5 equals to 0. So now since I have two brackets and both the brackets are equal to 0, so I will put them one by one equal to 0 and find the value of t. So at first I will put t plus 2 equals to 0. This is plus 2. It will go on other side. It will get minus 2. 0 minus 2 will give me minus 2. The first value of t is coming out as minus 2. This is 5t minus 5 equals to 0. This is minus 5. It will go on the other side and will get added to 0. 0 plus 5 will give me 5. And since now I have to find the value of t, this 5 is being multiplied on this side, it will get on the other side and get divided. So t is equals to 5 upon 5. So the other value of t is coming out as t is equals to 1. So since the question was asking us to find the possible values of t, so there will be two values of t. The first one will be minus 2 and the second one will be 1.